officially our annual holiday show, hosted by, I'm Nicolle Garcia, and we have Roland. He has been a DJ here at WDNA. Well, he was a DJ here at WDNA for over 21 years. Amazing pianist, singer, plays all over town. If there's a singer that you know and love, he's probably played with them as well. And I'm really excited to be here today and just give thanks to all the listeners for supporting WDNA this entire year. I also want to thank Alberto for being the producer of the show. He's the one who books all the talent. Brian Barrientos, our video technician, and Daniel Collazo, our sound technician. I'm Nicolle Garcia, your host, and I'll let Hal take it away.
I want to welcome everyone to and have a nice Christmas. This is just a way to get us in the mood. I know you've probably heard lots of Christmas music in the last couple of weeks, but this is our contribution to your misery. Not really. Well, you better watch out. Better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Well, you better watch out. Better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah, all He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming. Well, Santa Claus is coming. Well, Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, getting us into the Christmas spirit is my job for the next hour. So I'm glad to do it. And I've brought along, as I have in other years, some poetry that talks about Christmas, but I've added some fun facts about Christmas that you will want to know. I'll give you my first fun fact. I'm jumping around on my notes here because I was going to do all the fun facts at once, but I thought it might be fun to jump around. And okay, here's the first one. Christmas trees. Everybody has a Christmas tree in their house, hopefully, or some semblance of a Christmas. Some people, you know, they put in not just imitation trees, but like artistic renderings of a tree. Carrie Alexander, one of the DJs here, she has a very strange, twirly, twisty thing that vaguely resembles a tree and is lit kind of funky. And it's a very funky Christmas tree that she has used in the past. And I have seen it, and it's quite interesting. But Christmas trees actually have German roots. German roots. Pun intended, sorry. But they really took off in popularity thanks to Queen Victoria and her husband, German Prince Consort Albert. In 1848, they were sketched standing in front of their tree with their children by the Illustrated London News, which quickly made Christmas trees fashionable. So in Western culture, that is a turning point that we see, that Christmas trees suddenly became super, super commonplace. So, Nicolle, do you have a Christmas tree?
Not yet.
Oh, man, I can't
Well,
believe it. How could you?
here's why. Right, so I'm kind of in the phase where, you stop living with your parents and then it's your responsibility to have the Christmas tree and to do the decorations. And well, I just have not quite gotten around to it. But I definitely need to get in the Christmas spirit.
You suddenly realize, oh, it wasn't just a quick little thing to throw up a Christmas tree. It's a project.
Yeah.
It is a project, and it becomes a tradition and something that you want to do. And when you don't do it, you'll miss it.
Oh, absolutely.
And another piano player here in town, Jackson King, he has a hilarious post that he does every year. He says, I finally got my Christmas tree up, and it's like some deserted corner of his house, and the Christmas tree's about 8 inches tall. That's
probably what mine will look like.
But he has a tree. So that's what happens. Yeah, it's part of the tradition, and I'm gonna read a little bit of poetry for you. That's a traditional poetry. This is by Robert Frost, and it's not specifically Christmas, but it is usually read in the holiday times because it's about winter and it's about family and it's a nice thing. So, Nicolle, come sit over here where I can see you, so we can talk like I don't have to. But anyway, so yeah, it's fun to talk to you about some of these things. So this is called Traveling for Christmas, and it's called Shopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. It's by Robert Frost, who lived 1874 to 1963. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there's some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. Miles to go before I sleep. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents by the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleam. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams, if only in my dreams. Miles to go before I sleep. Good stuff. I love that. I love adding a little poetry to the show because poetry transports you in a different way than music does, I think. Do you think? Yeah. Just like lyrics in a song will also transport you in a way. Do you have a favorite? I'm not going to ask you to sing yet. I am going to ask you to sing. You know I am. But do you have a favorite holiday Christmas song?
Yes, I do. I love Christmas Time Is Here.
Ah, it's a great tune. We're going to finish with that. Maybe we'll do that together. Do you know it?
I don't think enough to sing
okay.
it, probably not.
I know I'm putting you on the spot. No, I'm going to finish that. I'm going to finish the show with that song.
Yay.
And maybe we'll slide you some lyrics and we'll throw something in somehow. We'll see. But do you have brothers and sisters?
I do. I'm one of 7.
Wow. Oh my God. So your Christmas morning must have been insane.
So last year, I remember Alberto and I were laughing about this, but our tradition is a bit different. So we have Noche Buena on the 24th, and we kind of treat midnight like a New Year's Eve celebration of baby Jesus, and then it's like a huge birthday party. Yeah. So we wait until midnight, and that's when we open the gifts. Instead of waiting until Christmas morning, we wait until the 25th at midnight.
And was that here, or where were you?
That's here. So I'm Nicaraguan American, but I grew up in Miami for most of my life. Yeah. And so we definitely kept those traditions going. And my little sister was born in the States, and I remember one Christmas morning she said, well, I'm not opening Christmas presents at midnight because I am going to open them in the morning. And she decided she was going to open them in the morning, and so it's kind of like half and half. We just let the kids do
That's awesome.
As they wish.
I know in the Latin tradition, it's generally Noche Buena is the thing. Yeah. I have learned that living in Miami. And I grew up in West Palm, but I grew up in a very traditional American family. So on Christmas Eve, we went to church. Right. Right. And then it was like, go to sleep as fast as you can. Otherwise, Santa's not going to stop at the house. Right. So we would go to sleep and then wake up in the morning and open the presents in the morning. So all good stuff. I remember my daughter, I have a son and a daughter, and I, as much as I enjoyed being a kid at Christmas, I think I might have enjoyed being a parent at Christmas even more, because watching them wake up in the morning and we would open a present on Noche Buena evening, because I was married to a Chilean. Mm-hmm. So we did Noche Buena and traditional Christmas on Christmas morning. And
bonus presents.
Yes. Well, Santa's presents came on Christmas morning. Okay. And parents' presents came on Christmas Eve. So it was good memories of that, really. And Christmas comes in all kinds of flavors, of course. This is a jazz station, so we're going to do a bluesy one. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. It'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on our green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blues snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, blue, blue Christmas. When those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. I'll have a blue, blue Christmas. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of wine, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. Yeah, very nice, very nice. And the applause goes wild. Where did he go? There he is over there. So that's one of my favorite songs because the kids used to dance to the Elvis version of that song all the time, and that's good stuff. I had a chance to play a nice concert with the King's Academy, which is a private high school it's a middle and high school up in West Palm Beach. Amazing music program, another amazing music program here in South Florida. There's many, and it was very fun to play with this. It was their big band. It was their jazz big band with Jeremy Jordan, who's like a Broadway singer, like famous. He came and sang, and we did this particular tune that was. They did it sort of a bluesy thing, but I'm going to do it a little bit different. See if I find the right key. Yeah. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. People laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear, whoa, silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city, all ring-a-ling. Hear them ring, soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of street lights, even stoplights, blink up bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, See the kids rush. This is Santa's big day. And above all the bustle, you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. I know we're going to come down to the about halftime, right? Are we up for a break almost? I'll do one more chorus. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Oh, children laughing and passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear, oh, silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Hear them ring, ring-a-ling. Soon it will be Christmas Day, Christmas Day, Christmas Day. Nice. So, how are we doing over there?
We're doing very well, but we're going to have to take a little break.
Take a break. Good.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll come back with more music and more stories, poetry, fun facts. And Nicole's going to sing in the next set, so stick around.
And they're back.
Well, while you were listening to other stuff, we suddenly came up with another song. And Nicole's going to sing it for us. I love it. Go for it.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Oh, here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas
Very nice. That was fun.
Thank
The last second, she's like looking at her phone. Google, okay. Have yourself Merry Christmas lyrics. Okay, got it. And
I
don't-
didn't use it.
Oh, you didn't. You didn't use it. You didn't actually. That's true.
The Christmas spirits just
It
took
moved
over.
you. Yeah.
I do have a short little story about that song. One of the first times I ever performed was when I was in elementary school. And I always loved theater and drama and singing. And at the time, I actually remember enjoying acting a bit more than singing. I didn't think I had what it takes to be a singer. And my drama school and music teacher says, you're gonna sing a solo. Mind you, I was like in second grade. I don't even know how old you are in second, maybe 7 or something.
Yeah.
And she says to me, you're gonna sing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And I remember going on the stage and just a small little 7-year-old singing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And so that song has always been so special to me for that reason. It's one of the first songs I sang in front of people, in front of this huge what I thought was a huge audience at the time. And yeah, I'm happy to share with the WDNA listeners today.
Mm-hmm. That was your breakout hit.
I guess so. At 7 years old.
It's been uphill since then. That's nice. Well, I wish people could see how beautiful you look as you're singing the song. I mean, if you're not watching the live stream, you should go back and watch the live stream to see her, because she dressed up beautifully. And this is radio, right? That's what I always tell Carrie Alexander. It is radio. You don't need to dress that nice. But in this case, though, it is not just radio, because we live stream every Thursday for the show. You live stream the show, so
yes, every Thursday, and we are color coordinated. I must say,
we are
red and white.
That's right. red and white. I have my red shoes on, which I don't get a chance to wear very often, so I take advantage of it whenever I can.
Check the live stream.
Right. Yeah, guys, make sure you get pictures of my shoes. That's usually it's the girl that says that today. I don't know why. But anyway, I have another poem to read. Can I read another poem? Actually, before I read the poem, though, I want to do another fun fact, because we mentioned the mistletoe, and not this past song that you just sang, but the one that I sang at the end of the last set. And Norsemen, like the northern Vikings and people of that time, considered the mistletoe a plant that caused the death of Baldur, the shining god of youth. So it sort of it was the end. I know it sounds kind of violent, but it really means it's the end of your youth, which is, so when you get kissed under the mistletoe, you have gone over the line, I guess they would say. So. That is what I have about that. But then I had let me go back on my notes. I have a poem to read. Yeah. Okay, this is called Snow by Eliza Cook. And it's always funny that most of the stuff about Christmas is about snow and sleighs and reindeer and nothing that we can relate to here in South Florida. Although luckily today is a little cooler day. It was in the 50s when I left the house, which is super great. But we won't be seeing any snow. But nature itself, being alone in nature, brings about thought and quiet remembering of things about life. So this is something called Snow by Eliza Cook. She lived in the 1800s. Brave winter and I shall ever agree, though a stern and frowning gaffer is he. I like to hear him with hail and rain come tapping against the window pane. I joy to see him come marching forth with the icicle gems of the north. But I like him best when he comes bedight in his velvet robes of stainless white. A cheer for the snow, the drifting snow, smoother and purer than beauty's brow. The creature of thought scarce likes to tread on the delicate carpet so richly spread. With feathery wreaths the forest is bound, and the hills are with glittering diadems crowned. 'Tis the fairest scene we can have below. Sing welcome then to the drifting snow. But what would we sing to? That was the end of the poem, by the way. I'm starting to sound like I'm still reading poetry. But it made me think, like, what's the beauty of Christmas time in Florida? And I'm actually, when I finish the show today, I'm going to just take a drive
through Coral Gables, Coconut Grove, maybe to the Key Biscayne, and just enjoy the beauty of South Florida. Some of the big, those big giant trees in Coral Gables, the beach that we can experience, a quiet, lonely beach, not the crazy tourist beach, but the if you can find, the Lighthouse Beach on Key Biscayne is usually during the week not very busy, and
I always tell my friends, Miami is one of those places where although it doesn't seem like the seasons change, they do.
They do.
Right?
Yeah.
And so on a day like today where it's a bit chillier than normal, it is a change. And I love how all Miamians and South Floridians can kind of relate to the fact that even though it doesn't quite feel like the seasons are changing, they are.
Mm-hmm.
And there are little things that you could notice that really let you know it's a new season.
I mean, it is. I mean, compared to what we feel in the summer, compared to today,
absolutely,
that's a huge change, and we know how unusual it is today. But you're right that the flowers don't bloom quite as much as they do. Although I correct myself at the moment because some of the flowers are enjoying this cooler weather, not the burning hot, humid weather. So it's fun to just see what happens, as opposed to up north, when all of nature just kind of dies.
Yeah,
it goes to sleep,
goes to sleep.
And yeah. So I've never lived up north, but I do see it occasionally when I'm up there, and it's incredible how different it is. Whereas we get 4 nice seasons, I'd say. Would you say?
Me too.
Maybe summer is not quite as nice unless you just love to go in the water like I do, but so now the next song I have has nothing to do with this conversation. It's Let It Snow. So would you want to sing it with me? Are you getting up to sing it with me?
I was.
I saw you getting up.
Was this the one that we're gonna do in B flat?
Oh, that's right. You're going to do it. Perfect.
Oh, we can
No,
do it
even
together.
better.
Let's
Even
do it together.
Well, okay. If you
Okay.
you just point.
Okay.
Well, I can sing the bridge if you
Okay.
want. How about that?
And then we switch for the head out?
Sure.
Sure.
So you'll come in with the bridge
Yeah.
at the second time. Okay.
Exactly.
See,
That's jazz, folks.
That's
Improv.
right. Yes, arrangements while you wait, right here.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since you've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And it doesn't show signs of stopping, but I've brought some corn for popping, and the lights have turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate to go out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm.
The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Kiss goodnight. How I hate to go out of the storm, but if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm.
Oh, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Do it.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Let it snow, let it snow, let
Nice. Yes, available to you on Spotify in 2 weeks as we cut down this recording. Excellent.
Thanks, Hal.
You're welcome. That was wonderful. Thanks for letting me break in on your song. All right, I have another poem, but before that, I'm going to jump over to my fun facts of Christmas. Did you know that the practice of giving gifts at Christmas originated with the Romans, like the ancient Romans? I know. There are certain things of Christmas that come from pagan traditions. They crossed over for the holiday season, and actually, a form of Christmas trees and gift giving started with the Romans, which is ironic that we're celebrating Christmas and the Romans kind of ruined the first Christmas. But anyway, and then Christmas trees. The original Santa Claus. Here's another one. The original Santa Claus was actually a Saint Nicholas. We've heard that before. He was a Christian bishop in the 4th century. And he didn't wear the red suit, that was famous today, but he did give all of his inheritance. And it was a significant inheritance. He gave all of his inheritance to the poor and needy. And in Dutch, his name is pronounced Sinterklaas, which is where Santa Claus comes from. So there you go. Did you know that?
I did not know
Okay, good. Scared me. It looked like you might have known that already.
No, we're learning new things today.
That's right. All right, so I have, I'm going to do a version. Now, this is a jazz station here at WDNA, so I am going to do a version of Jingle Bells, but not in the way that you recognize it. Let me just make sure I have a good key. Yeah. Okay, so it's like this. Yes, this is Jingle Bells. Get ready. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. So, of course, now that everyone recognizes it, this is part of Take 5 in 5/4. Now the ground is white, got it while you're young. Take the girls tonight and sing this sleighing song. Get a bobtail bay, 240 as his speed. Hitch him to an open sleigh and crack, you'll take the lead. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Very fun, very fun. So I have another. Is there another poem? There's the actual, real poem. Where is it? I'm jumping around all over the place. Oh, here we go. I have to read this because it is Christmas, and it goes with everything that we're doing here. Something you might have heard before, but all of these things you've heard before, so it's part of the tradition. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Children were nestled all snug in their beds, while vision of sugar plums danced in their head. And Mama in her handkerchief and I in my cap just settled down our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday objects below, when what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment this must be St. Nick. I actually remember hearing St. Nick on my roof when I was a kid one time.
It's a memory.
It is a memory, for sure. It was one of those nights when they were saying, get to sleep real quick because, you're not going to get any presents if you don't go to sleep real fast. And I was in my bed, and I knew I heard jingle bells on top of the roof.
That's so sweet.
So I remember that when I probably was, 5, 6, 4. I don't remember how old I was, but it's always been a good memory for me for Christmas time. What do you remember about your first Christmas when you were 3,
Christmas.
4, 2? I don't know how old you might
I don't
remember.
know.
I mean, are you the oldest of 7, the youngest of 7?
I'm the second oldest.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
the
it would have
second
been
one.
only you
It's
and your older sibling.
Yeah, me and my older sister. Yeah, it was just the two of us for a long time. And yeah, I just remember laughing a ton with my older sister. And we lived in a very traditional, I would say, Latino household where it was not just mom and dad. It was mom, dad, abuela, abuelo, tia. It was so many of us in a very small, humble home. And I remember my sister and I, this is not very, I would say not the most common experience, but my sister and I didn't believe in Santa Claus.
You didn't believe?
No, we never found a way to really believe that it existed, and we kind of would just laugh about it. And there was one specific Christmas where she and I were like, okay, we're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to find out once and for all if Santa Claus actually exists, right? Mm-hmm. And so what we did what all kids would do. We laid out milk and cookies. And when we woke up the next day, we were so elated to find that the milk and cookies were gone.
There you go. So that's your proof.
And then, so we see the gifts from Santa Claus under the Christmas tree, and this is proof that he's real. And my grandpa comes out of his room, and in Spanish he says, you guys are just so sweet. Thank you so much for the milk and cookies. And this is a true story, and so my sister and I kind of just gave up after that.
That's hilarious.
And I'm sure my mom was just, she probably left the gifts from Santa, and we all did the best we could, and at least we laugh about it.
I love it. That's hilarious. So everybody has their own memories of Christmas. And we're going to finish off with this song. And as I sing this, I just want you to think of whatever your first memories of Christmas were, or your favorite ones, with your children or with your grandchildren, if you have any grandchildren. And really, hopefully you'll be able to enjoy this time. For some people, it's difficult because it's not a happy time for various reasons. And for those of you that are in that situation, we wish for you the very best possible Christmas. Christmas time is here. Happiness and cheer. Fun for all that children call that favorite time of year. Snowflakes in the air. Carols everywhere. Olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere. Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere. Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, families growing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Thanks for listening to our WDNA Christmas show. I think we're just about out of time, if we're not out of time already. So thanks for listening.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
Merry Christmas,
holidays.
Nicolle.